Chapter 20. Recognition of a fool. The wise recognize fools. Fools are everywhere. There are fools in the educational institution, in the world of religion, in the political arena, and even among your relatives. Fools break your focus. Fools waste valuable time and energy. Fools slow your life down. Fools rob you of precious moments. I mentioned a statement by former President Richard Nixon in one of my books, Secrets of the Richest Man Who Ever Lived. He commented that Lee Iacocca, the legendary leader of Chrysler, had one major problem: no tolerance for fools. Nixon further explained that his attitude created two more problems. First, there are so many fools, and second, some people that you think are fools really are not. 43 important facts you should know about fools. 1. A fool is anyone who despises wisdom, instruction, and correction from a proven mentor. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. Proverbs 1:7. 2. A fool is anyone who attempts to destroy the reputation of a proven champion through lying and misrepresentation. He that uttereth the slander is a fool. Proverbs 10:18. 3. A fool is anyone who refuses to depart from evil, even though corrected, but it is abomination to fools to depart from evil. Proverbs 13:19. 4. A fool is anyone who does not take the danger of sin seriously. Fools make a mock at sin, but among the righteous there is favor. Proverbs 14:9. 5. A fool is anyone who reveals confidence that should be kept private. Wisdom resetteth in the heart of him that hath understanding, but that which is in the midst of fools is made known. Proverbs 14:33. 6. A fool is any son that disregards the wisdom of his father. A fool despises his father's instruction, but he that regardeth reproof is prudent. Proverbs 15:5. 7. A fool is any son who shows disrespect toward the mother that brought him into the world. A wise son maketh a glad father, but a foolish man despiseth his mother. Proverbs 15:20. 8. A fool is anyone whose conduct does not change even after experiencing painful consequences from it. A reproof entereth more into a wise man than 100 stripes into a fool. Proverbs 17:10. 9. A fool is anyone who considers any pursuit of wisdom to be a wasted effort. Wherefore is there a price in the hand of a fool to get wisdom, seeing he hath no heart to it. Proverbs 17:16. 10. A fool is anyone who continually expresses his discontent with God. The foolishness of man perverteth his way, and his heart fretteth against the Lord. Proverbs 19:3. 11. A fool is anyone who refuses to embrace peace. It is an honor for a man to cease from strife, but every fool will be meddling. Proverbs 23. 12. A fool is any man who spends more money than he is willing to earn for his family. There is treasure to be desired and oil in the dwelling of the wise, but a foolish man spendeth it up. Proverbs 21:20. 13. A fool is anyone who creates his own belief system contrary to the word of God. He that trusteth in his own heart is a fool, but whoso walketh wisely, he shall be delivered. Proverbs 28:26. 14. A fool is anyone who refuses to pay his debts. When thou vowest a vow unto God, defer not to pay it, for he hath no pleasure in fools. Pay that which thou hast vowed. Better is it that thou shouldest not vow than that thou shouldest vow and not pay. Ecclesiastes 5:4-5. 15. A fool is anyone who makes financial increase his life focus rather than God. But God said unto him, Thou fool, this night thy soul shall be required of thee. Then whose shall those things be which thou hast provided? So is he that layeth up treasure for himself and is not rich toward God. Luke 12:20-21. 16. A fool is someone who wants something he has not yet earned. Ahab's wife, Queen Jezebel, was also a fool. Her husband's bitter words concerning the man with the vineyard angered her heart. Why? She wanted something she had not yet earned. 17. A fool that keeps silent often remains undetected. Even a fool, when he holdeth his peace, is counted wise, and he that shutteth his lips is esteemed a man of understanding. Proverbs 17:28. 18. A fool is always at the center of strife and contention. A fool's lips enter into contention, and his mouth calleth for strokes. A fool's mouth is his destruction, and his lips are the snare of his soul. Proverbs 18:6-7. 19. Any companion of fools will ultimately be destroyed. He that walketh with wise men shall be wise, but a companion of fools shall be destroyed. Proverbs 13:20. 20. The wise always leave the presence of fools when they perceive a lack of desire for knowledge. Go from the presence of a foolish man, who thou perceivest not in him the lips of knowledge. Proverbs 14:7. 21. Liars are fools. He that hideth hatred with lying lips is a fool. Proverbs 10:18. A liar destroys his trustworthiness with a single sentence. He will trade a lifetime relationship for a single falsehood. Without a doubt, he is a fool. 22. A fool is usually only changed by correction during his childhood. Foolishness is found in the heart of a child, but the rod of correction shall drive it far from him. Proverbs 22:15. 23. A fool cannot be changed through counsel. Speak not in the ears of a fool, for he will despise the wisdom of thy words. Proverbs 23:9. 24. A fool should never be given a position of leadership over others. Wisdom is too high for a fool. He openeth not his mouth in the gate. Proverbs 24:7. In the ancient days, the wise elders of the city met at the gates of the city. Fools were never welcomed or given position of influence there. 25. The contemptuous threat of pain is the only influence that keeps a fool in his place. A whip for the horse, a bridle for the ass, and a rod for the fool's back. Proverbs 26:3. 26. A fool who is trusted ultimately destroys those who trusted him. He that sendeth a message by the hand of a fool cutteth off the feet and drinketh damage. Proverbs 26:6. 27. A fool remains unaffected or changed by any wisdom he quotes from others. The legs of the lame are not equal, so is a parable in the mouth of fools. Proverbs 26:7. 28. A fool, when given a position of honor or power, becomes deadly to those within his influence. As he that bindeth the stone in a sling, so he that giveth honor to a fool. Proverbs 26:8. 29. Every fool will eventually taste the consequences of his attitude and rebellion. The great God that formed all things both rewardeth the fool and rewardeth transgressors. Proverbs 26:10. 30. A fool is someone who makes the same mistakes repeatedly. As a dog returneth to his vomit, so a fool returneth to his folly. Proverbs 26:11. 31. A fool uses his anger to threaten to create problems for others. A stone is heavy and the sand weighty, but a fool's wrath is heavier than them both. Proverbs 27:3. 32. A fool exposed is more destructive than wild animals disturbed. Let a bear robbed of her whelps meet a man rather than a fool in his folly. Proverbs 17:12. 33. No amount of wisdom or counsel can create a peaceful relationship with the fool. If a wise man contendeth with the foolish man, whether he rage or laugh, there is no rest. Proverbs 29:9. 34. A fool tells everything he knows and feels to others. A fool uttereth all his mind, but a wise man keepeth it until afterwards. Proverbs 29:11. 35. A fool talks too much and is known by his torrent of words. A fool also is full of words. A man cannot tell what shall be and what shall be after him. Who can tell to him? Ecclesiastes 10:14. A fool's voice is known by multitude of words. Ecclesiastes 5:3. 36. A fool never believes that he is wrong. Keep thy foot when thou goest to the house of God, and be more ready to hear than to give the sacrifice of fools, for they consider not that they do evil. Ecclesiastes 5:1. 37. The parents of a fool will live in sorrow their entire lifetime. He that begetteth the fool doeth it to his sorrow, and the father of a fool hath no joy. Proverbs 17:21. A foolish son is a grief to his father, and bitterness to her that bare him. Proverbs 17:25. 38. Any atheist is a fool. The fool hath said to his heart, there is no God. Psalms 14:1. See also Psalms 53:1. 39. A fool does not learn from his observation or experiences enough to make changes. Wisdom is before him that hath understanding, but the eyes of a fool are in the ends of the earth. Proverbs 17:24. 40. Any conversation with fools to be avoided. Association is defiling. Correction is useless. Solomon understood this. Answer not a fool according to his folly, lest thou also be like unto him. Proverbs 26:4. He refused to enter into any relationship or conversation. 41. A fool perpetrates his offenses to others around him. He wants others to feel his pain. He arouses an army of protesters against someone who offended him rather than exhibiting a desire to settle the offense. 42. A fool refuses to admit his mistakes even when his pain is the obvious result. 43. A fool refuses to reach for counsel from accessible champions. When I heard several complaints over financial problems, I offered to pay the registration to the Uncommon Millionaires Conference. I brought in 6 multimillionaires to advise on financial blessing for 3 days. Those who have been complaining of their finances never even attended the 21 hours of teaching at the conference, though some lived less than 5 minutes away. Recognition of a fool will enable you to avoid 1,000 heartbreaking experiences in your life. Moreover, as for me, God forbid that I should sin against the Lord in ceasing to pray for you. 1 Samuel 12:23.